What's up, guys? Dom Trimboli here from Refinance. Now, we did a video a few days back on our top 5 refinance deals, and this Monday we were absolutely flabbergasted with the announcement of a new refinance deal, and it actually takes the top spot. In fact, it's the greatest cashback deal we've ever seen, and this is 100% hands down undisputable in my opinion. So really pumped. And today we're going to go through it and we're going to talk about what this deal means and if it makes sense for you. So first thing to note, we are unable to put in writing or tell you the lender that is doing this deal. We've done we were told we can't. We actually tried to get this message across to our clients, but unfortunately there was a mortgage broker in our contact list that went and dobbed on us to the bank. So they're putting some pretty strict guidelines on it. I can assure you 100% this is a deal that is around, and we wish we could get the message across. And this is the absolute best we can do. Trust me, we'd love to just put it out there, but the banks do have their policies, and we need to abide by that. So this deal here, why is it so good, right? And I've listed our top 4 refinance deals that we've ever seen, and this should be a number 4. So the green ones are still available right now. So it just so happens that 2 of the top 4 are available now. The number 1 deal, the reason why it's unbelievable is that you get $5,000 cash back for a minimum loan of $250K. That's right. If you've got a loan of $250K, you will get $5,000. That is nuts. The previous best was $4,000. This blows it out of the water. And when you consider that there's no fees on that product and the rate is just about the best on the market, we can get 4.49% from another lender, but this extra $1,000 cashback generally will trump that for loans below about 500-600,000. So if you're someone with a loan between 250 and 500-600, this is hands down the best deal. It's, well, in my opinion, that is around, right? So just to give you some context on the other best deals we've seen, there was a cashback deal of 6,000, right? Now that's bigger than the 5,000, but you had to have a loan of $1 million. To put that into context, you needed to have 4 times the loan just for another $1,000 cashback. This deal really puts that into context. Another fantastic deal was the cleanest multiple cashback deal. So if you came to us with 6 or 7 properties, we could have got you $3,000 per property at that time. That's not available now. And the 4th best deal that is available now, we can do this right now, is there's a deal where you can actually get $4,000 per property. But the big caveat is that it has to be a 60% LVR minimum. So this might fit you if you're someone with 6 properties, the loan amounts are 250 to 300, and all the properties are worth $700,000-800,000. And this deal was going to be, the best for you. But more realistically, this new deal that we found out about 2 days ago, it will fit most people because a lot of people do have a loan between the 250 to $500,000 range. They won't have multiple properties. So this all of a sudden becomes the undisputed number 1. Now we've got access to this deal for, I think it was to the end of December. And then they're going to switch the tap off. And this is what they do. Every now and again, there's a under the table deal that comes out. They'll give us access to it just to build up their business. Once they've got enough business, they'll turn the tap off because it's just demand and supply. Now, the biggest thing about this deal that I want people to understand is that being the best cashback deal in our history, and to be honest, it probably is in the history of this mortgage broking industry, there is going to be a lot of applications sent in over the next week or 2. So if you're someone that's thinking about it and you want to get this in, just before Christmas, you're probably going to wait 3 months to get this done. If you can get documents to us and we get an application in within the next week or 2, we're confident we can see a 4 to 6 week turnaround time. We don't know how the turnaround times are going to get with this particular lender, but every time there's a deal this crazy, they just get pretty ordinary. So for example, if you lodge this at the last minute, I guarantee you it's going to be like a 30-40 day turnaround time. And that's just before a bank actually looks at your application. We don't want our clients to have to deal with that. We certainly don't want to deal with it. So we're encouraging you guys to get us what we need over the next week or two so we can just get this in. In the background, things are working. You guys can have Christmas. Then after Christmas, you'll be, surprised with an approval and you'll get your cash back within a couple of weeks from that. Now, to further put this into context, and this is what people need to understand, and this is the classic line we get when there's a cashback deal. Oh, I'm not too concerned with the cashback. I'm more concerned with the rate. Okay. Now, that can be true sometimes, but more often it doesn't really make mathematical sense. As an example, if someone who has a 250K loan says to me, oh, look, 4.59, I can get 4.49, so I don't care about the 5 grand. Well, that 10 basis points is the equivalent of $250 a year. So what that person is actually saying is, Dom, I don't care about $5,000. I care about $250 a year. Now that doesn't really make mathematical sense because 5 grand now is much better than saving $250 a year. And we can't even guarantee that because it's a variable deal. So big thing, how long does it take you to save up 5 grand? When you get your wage, you get taxed, you've got expenses. How much are you putting aside every week, fortnight, or month? And how long would that take you to save up $5,000? If you're in a normal position, that could take you months and months. So you're just going to get 5 grand, bang, right there. So put that into context, how much 5 grand actually is. Now, a refinance can take you 2 total hours of work output and you receive 5 grand. Now, when I say 2 total hours, that's 15 to 20 minutes speaking to me or one of my brokers we have here, maybe another half an hour getting documents to us. Yes, it's a bit of a pain, but again, 5 grand. And it might take you another hour just of signing loan documents, a bit of communication here and there. So that's $2,500 an hour if you factor in how much the time output is, considering you're going to work for $30, $40, $50 an hour. So don't complain about spending 2 hours doing this refinance because that time is worth $2,500 an hour if everything is efficient. And that's not even factoring in the lower rate because this is going to be lower than the interest rate you have because whenever you refinance, you will generally get a lower rate. Now, the last point I'm going to drill home, and I have been drilling this home so hard to everyone I speak to and to everyone in all of these videos, but I will continue to do so. Cash out an emergency fund to cover your higher repayments. A refinance is the perfect opportunity to increase your mortgage by 10 or 20 grand, put that money in an offset account, therefore it doesn't cost you anything on interest, and you simply have a little credit card type facility to cover things if it gets tough. What's there to lose here? You're paying no extra fees to have that security. The alternative could be missing a repayment, feeling stress, pressure, not affording something that is, needed like an emergency, schooling, and it's not going to cost you anything just to be prepared. So there we have it, guys. That's the greatest refinance cashback deal that we've ever seen. I can absolutely say it's the best I've seen, and $5,000 cashback just for a loan of 250K. Come on, seriously. You get 5 grand just for switching your mortgage to this lender. So we can definitely help you guys. Click the link. There's going to be a very clear way to apply in the in the description. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like the video, and we will always keep you up to date with these deals, and we'll do it in the best way we possibly can. So thanks for your support and understanding here. Take care and look forward to helping you refinance this amazing deal.